How to know if you are an alien descendant. We look for them in the stars, we see them in the sky, we want to know the truth. Obviously, we're talking about aliens and UFOs. The search for aliens continues and gains momentum, and with recent comments from US government and its official acknowledgement of videos from back of 2007 of unidentified craft believed to be alien, we've also heard many stories of close encounters, abductions, ancient legends, claims that the powers that be are actually in agreement from the depths with visitors in outer space. There have been stories of supposed programs that defines the mixing of extraterrestrial and human DNA, which brings us to the question, maybe you are a real alien. So can your genetic code prove that you are at least partially alien? As mentioned, there have been long legends about genetic connections of mankind with a stellar species, and these claims may sound strange, but recently science has stated that this idea may be true. The above question, who are we and why are we here? Philosophers and theologians have long pondered over many centuries of human history. The books tell us about the legend of the Anunnaki. The biblical story of the creation of the world says that we are created in the image and likeness of God. Are we descendants of a race that arrived on this planet thousands of years ago is a question. History is replete with stories about our genetic code derived from otherworldly beings. This may explain to some extent why many people have the feelings that there are strangers here. Could it be because Earth is, at least in part, not quite their home planet? Maybe science can help us find the answer. The Human Genome Project mapped the genetic code of our species and showed that a whopping 97% of that code is what is called junk DNA. In genetics, the term junk DNA refers to non-coding regions of DNA. DNA contains instructions and coding that are used to make proteins in a cell. However, the amount of DNA contained within each cell is large, and not all of the genetic sequence present in the DNA molecule actually code for a protein. This junk DNA is abnormal in another sense, as it does not fit Darwin's theory of evolution. According to the lead researcher working in this program, we must come to terms with the incredible idea that every life form on Earth carries the genetic code of our extraterrestrial relatives. Our hypothesis is that a higher extraterrestrial life form has been busy creating new life and planting it on different planets. The Earth is just one of them. Aliens traveled the universe, so life, a theory that has been popularized in many media. The most recent of these is the film Prometheus, which shows what happened to the engineer sacrificing himself to first fertilize the planet and give life to it, and the film then goes on to explore the idea that we are an alien creation. Others supported this idea, and many scientists in various studies have argued that the human genetic code was not written on this planet. They say that we have a hidden code, and that this code can help us understand the solar system and its billions of years of unknown history. This idea that we are created by someone or something is easily perceived. For example, religious teachings about who is responsible for creating a person differ, but there is an underlying general concept that is shared by most of the world's religions. It sounds like this: we are a biological creation created for a purpose that has yet to be revealed. The curiosity we have as a species helps us find answers and more questions. This idea is becoming more common among the large and rapidly growing number of people who feel connected to this quote-unquote alien DNA. Those with this genetic link to the stars have a variety of names: indigo, starseed, star people, etc. The name doesn't really matter. The more important question is where they come from. This brings us to the question, how do I know if I belong to these people? What qualities should I display? And how can I know if my friends and family are also partly aliens? Isn't that a weird question? The list of characteristics is quite wide, and the more of them you have, the higher the likelihood that you have connections with alien designers, and perhaps you are part of their project on this planet. Let's take a look at some of them. To begin with, you. Strong in spirit, born in 1978 or later, creative with an artistic flair for music, jewelry, poetry, etc., are prone to addictions. This may indicate that you have some kind of alien genes, but there should also be other sensations. It seems that you have to have an old soul, as if 13 years count for over 50. You have intuitive or psychic capabilities with the ability to see angels or deceased people. You are an isolationist, aggressive, or introvert. You are independent and proud. You have a deep desire to help the world, drifting between low self-esteem and grandiosity. Enlightenment comes easily to you. You have been diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. You have a tendency to sleeplessness, restless sleep, nightmares or difficulty, fear of falling asleep, frequent depression, striving for real, deep, and lasting friendships. Finally, you can easily connect with growing plants. Wow. Well, I can't easily connect with growing plants, so I must not be an alien. I don't have alien descendants. Anyway, this is on Soul Ask. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.